In the signal flow graph of figure below, the gain CR will be A 11.9, B 22.15, C 24.23, D 44.23. The correct answer is 44.23. The resonant frequency of the circuit shown in figure is A 122 pHz, B 12 pHz, C 14 pHz, D 12 pHz. The correct answer is 14 pHz. A short grounded vertical antenna has a length L which is 0.05 at frequency F. If its radiation resistance at F is R ohms, then its radiation resistance at a frequency 2F will be AR2, BR, C2R, D4R. The correct answer is 4R. In the circuit shown, the device connected to wire 5 can have address in the range A2020F floor, B2D002DFF, C2E002EFF, D floor D00FDFF. The correct answer is 2D002DFF. In a certain network not containing any dependent sources, number of nodes 4 and number of branches is equal to 6. A4, B2, C3, D5. The correct answer is 3. The following statements are true with respect to Cascode Amplifier. A only 1, B only 1 and 4, C only 2 and 4, D only 1 and 3. The correct answer is only 1 and 4. A 4 cm by 3 cm rectangular waveguide with air cavity is operating at 12 GHz with TE11 mode. The cutoff frequency is A 6.25 GHz, B 4.75 GHz, C 1.5 GHz, D 8.75 GHz. The correct answer is 6.25 GHz. For a bipolar transistor, avalanche multiplication factor depends on A VCE, B VCB, C VB, D none of these. The correct answer is VCB. In the following transistor circuit, VB0, 7 VRC25 MVI and the capacitance are very large, the mid-band voltage gain of the amplifier is approximately A 180, B 120, C 90, D 60. The correct answer is 60. With respect to the Miller integrator sweep shown below, the sweep rate will be A2, B4, C 1.5, D 2.5. The correct answer is 2. The trigonometric Fourier series for the waveform feet shown below contain A only cosine terms and 0 value for the DC component, B only cosine terms and a positive value for the DC component, C only cosine terms and a negative value for the DC component, D only sine terms and a negative for the DC component. The correct answer is only cosine terms and a negative value for the DC component. For a Class B amplifier using a supply of VCC 30V and driving a load of 16, the maximum efficiency will be A 72.4, B 78.54, C 62.4, D 68.54. The correct answer is 78.54. If Xn cos, then the sequence Xn is A non-periodic, B periodic, C depends on n, D none of these. The correct answer is non-periodic. The point P in the following figure is stock at 1. The output F will be A ABC, B A, C ABC, D A. The correct answer is A. 11th February 2011 3:11. A4, B5, C6, D none. The correct answer is 6. For a given transfer function, damping ratio is A 0.707, B 0.695, C 1.414, D 0.798. The correct answer is 0.707. The energy of constant amplitude complex valued exponential sequence is where A is the constant amplitude. A0, B1, C, D A2. The correct answer is: find the electric charge required on the Earth and Moon to balance their gravitational attraction if the charge on the Earth is 10 times that on the Moon. A 1.73 Tc, B 17.3 Gc, C 17.3 Tc, D 1.73 Gc. The correct answer is 17.3 Tc. An audio signal of FM radio station is sampled at a rate of 15 above the Nyquist rate. Signal is sampled in 512 levels and bandwidth of the signal is 4 kHz. The minimum bandwidth required to transmit this signal will be A 77 kbits sec, B 92 kbits sec, C 84.8 kbits sec, D 82.8 kbits sec. The correct answer is 82.8 kbits sec. A Hartley oscillator uses FET with Gm of 2 ms and Rd2k. The total coil inductance is 10H with turns ratio of input to output side of 110. It is tuned with a 50 pF capacitor. Find frequency of oscillations amplifier gain margin in dB. A 7.11 MHz 13.97 dB, B 7.3 MHz 14.1 dB, C 6.93 MHz 12.9 dB, D 7.4 MHz 13 dB. The correct answer is 7.11 MHz 13.97 dB. In the circuit shown in the given figure, the diode states at the extremely large negative values of the input voltage VIR. A D1 of D2 off, B D1 on D2 off, C D1 of D2 on, D D1 on D1 on D2 on. The correct answer is D1 on D2 off. Consider a baseband binary PAM receiver shown below. The additive channel noise NT is with power spectral density SN FN 0 2 October 1920 Wh. The low-pass filter is ideal with unity gain and cutoff frequency 1 MHz. Let Yk represent the random variable Ytk. Yknk if transmitted bit Bk0, Ykank if transmitted bit Bk1, where Nk represents the noise sample value. The noise sample has a probability density function Pnkn 0.5 AEA and this has mean 0 and variance 2A2. Assume transmitted bits to be equiprobable and threshold Z is set to a 210/6V. The value of the parameter A in V1 is A 1010, B 10.7, C 1.414 x 1010, D 2 x 1020. The correct answer is 10.7. If the Z transform of Xn is given by, then the filter it represents is A low pass, B high pass, C band pass, D all pass. The correct answer is all pass. The system of linear equations 4x2y1 2xy6 has A unique solution, B no solution, C an infinite number of solutions, D exactly two distinct solutions. The correct answer is no solution. Which of the following periodic waveforms will have only odd harmonics of sinusoidal waveforms? Select the correct option using the codes given below. Codes A1 and 2, B1 and 3, C1 and 4, D2 and 4. The correct answer is 1 and 2. A control system is as shown in given figure. The maximum value of gain K for which the system is stable is A more than 5, B equal to 5, C less than 1, D less than 5. The correct answer is less than 5. A transmitted using AM has in-modulated carrier output power of 10 kW and can be modulated to a maximum depth of 90 by a sinusoidal modulating voltage without causing overloading. Find the value to which an modulated carrier power can be increased without resulting in overloading if the maximum permitted modulating index is 40. A 14 kW. B 12.96 kW, C 26.96 kW, D 2.96 kW. The correct answer is 12.96 kW. The Laplace transform of the given waveform is A1 ES E2S, B1 ES E2S, C1 2 ES E2S, D1 2 ES. The correct answer is 1 2 ES E2S. With respect to the following 555 timer circuit, what will be the value of RA and R such that the LED turns on for a duration of 10 ms every time it receives negative trigger pulse? LED operating current 20 MA F 1.4 VVO on 13.4 V and C 0.22 NF. A 41.4 K 600. B 45 K 630, C 43.5 K 580, D 44.9 K 600. The correct answer is 41.4 K 600. Consider the program segment written for 8085 based system LXI S FFFFH MVI A 00H MVI B 0FH sub B CNC Golok MVI A FFH, wherein the program subroutine labeled Golok introduces delay of 28 T states only. How many T states are required to execute above program statement? A 41, B 69, C 44, D indeterminate. The correct answer is 44. A discrete random variable x takes values from 1 to 5 with probabilities as shown in the table. A student calculates the mean of x and 3.5 and her teacher calculates the variance of x as 1.5. Which of the following statements is true? A. Both the student and the teacher are right. B. Both the student and the teacher are wrong. C. Both the student is wrong but the teacher is right. D. The student is right but the teacher is wrong. The correct answer is both the student and the teacher are wrong. The effective modulation index is A 0.91287, B 0.8306, C 1. D none of these. The correct answer is 1. Consider continuous time system YTXT. For the system to be linear, response x1t bx2t should be a1t by 2t with relation between constant a and b as a_b2, b_b1, c_b, d_b1. The correct answer is ab1. Hari H. Gita G. Irfan and Saira S. are siblings, i.e. brothers and sisters. All were born on 1st January. The age difference between any two successive siblings that is born one after another is less than 3 years. Given the following facts: I. Hari's age, Gita's age, Irfan's age, Saira's age. 2. The age difference between Gita and Saira is 1 year. However, Gita is not the oldest and Saira is not the youngest. 3. There are not twins. In what order were they born oldest first? A. Sig, B. SGHI, C. IGSH, D. IHSG. The correct answer is SGHI. If a signal ft2 has energy is En, then energy of the signal Fnt is equal to N is constant. E2N2, B2En2, CEN2, D2En2. The correct answer is E2N2. The surface charge density on a conductor is 1.55 x 10⁹ cm2. The conductor is immersed in water with 78.0. The electric field will be A3 Vm, B 1.55 Vm, C 2 Vm, D 2.25 Vm. The correct answer is 2.25 Vm. In the given figure, the damping coefficient for the given circuit is A12, B14, C2, D1. The correct answer is 12. Consider the circuit. The line 1 is stuck at 0, then output Z is equal to A0, BCD, C1, D ABCD. The correct answer is CD. A 16-bit type ADC uses 1 MHz clock. Its maximum conversion time is A16S, B15 ms, C6.5 ms, D66 ms. The correct answer is 6.5 ms. A 300 MHz plane EM wave is propagating in free space. The wave is incident normally on an infinite copper slab. The antenuation constant for the wave is copper 5.8 x 10⁷ mho. A 262 x 10⁵, B 254 x 10⁵, C 352 x 10⁵, D 354 x 10⁵. The correct answer is 262 x 10⁵. Transmitted voltage level is A11, B 7.8, C 7.348 V, D none of these. The correct answer is 7.348 V. A periodic voltage has following values for equal time intervals changing suddenly from one value to next: 0 5th October 1920 50 60 50 20 10 5 0 5 10 etc. What would be the RMS value of a sine wave having the same peak value as that of the above-mentioned periodic wave? A 42.2 V, B 19.098 V, C 38.2 V, D none of these. The correct answer is 42.2 V.